Hello? Can you hear me? Can you get up at all?
No, I can't. Who are you?
I'm the doctor. What's your name?
My name? It does not matter. What honor I had is gone.
What do you mean your honor is gone, please? Explain this to me.
You don't understand. I am a file trooper. Our honor comes from war. And I have lost my honor. I was shot by a superior officer, a general.
Why would a general shoot one of his own men?
He planned to use a biological weapon against our enemies. I objected. I don't understand. Why am I telling you all this? I don't even know you.
I don't really know. A lot of people seem to have that problem whenever they're around me. They blurt out their plans. But I think the more fundamental problem here is that your sacrifice, your potential death by the hands of your superior will be a dishonor to your family and may even cause them to be banished. Am I correct?
Yes, correct.
In that case, call it in. Say a man called the doctor shot you.
What?
Say I shot you. You keep your honor, and everybody wins.
You do that for me?
I may not agree with your people's ways, but I'm still here to help now. Call it in.
Help! I need assistance. The doctor, this person called the doctor, he shot me.
Sit tight. We have troopers en route to your location.
Doctor! Thank you. My son's honor will be sustained.
Your son? Who is your son?
My son's name? Bayners. He is training to become the first time agent of our people.
Your son's name is Bainrus.
Yes.
Bainrus, the first Thal time agent. I occupied myself as a bounty hunter while waiting for you. I've been tracking you down here on Earth, 20th century, 23rd century, and here at last we meet, in the 21st century. During the Great War of Wing, you helped the Shadow Proclamation destroy us, and you killed my father.
He will be a great warrior. I've foreseen it. He will do you proud.
Yes, the doctor.
I think I've been here before. That doesn't sound promising. That was extremely very not good. This. That is very extremely not good. The rift Christmas is still apparent. There's no question. There is definitely some form of rift in time and space. And something that should not be here at all. Drums, wait!
Where the hell am I?
What?
Hello, are you okay? Would you like some help up?
Thanks, but no thanks.
Perhaps I could offer you a mint.
No thank you.
Suit yourself. I'll work out where I am. Perhaps when I am would be better, actually.
Why don't you just ask me?
Because I tried to give you my help before and you refused it, so it's probably not even worth asking. Besides, it's more fun working things out yourself. Last time I went exploring, I thought I was on Barbados, in Barbados the country. Turns out I was on Barbados the planet.
Well, I've lost myself. It's not every day I get to say that. And if I was me, where would I go? That might interest me.
Ah, hello, it's you again.
Hello. I've been looking everywhere for you. What are you doing?
I'm examining this building, trying to find a date. Fascinating building, isn't it? It's about 12th century, and that makes it just over 800 years old. Nearly as old as me. That must mean it's the 21st century. The High Middle Ages, yeah. It's from the High Middle Ages, just before all that really interesting stuff kicked off.
Yeah, sure is interesting, but I have a bit more of an important question. The ground was shaking, there was a bit of an earthquake, a big flash of light, and then you just appeared. Can you answer how that happened?
I'm not sure. One moment I was in the TARDIS. It's a machine. You wouldn't understand.
Really? Try me.
It's a time machine.
Time machine. The TARDIS. That would stand for time and relative dimension space. Am I right?
Indeed. How would you know that?
Thing is, I know quite a lot about you, Doctor. Just have a look at that.
You're me, aren't you?
From the future.
This is brilliant.
That's not Britain. That's Wizard. I've got to ask,
Yeah.
have you bumped into Bainrus yet?
I don't know who you mean. Sorry. I don't know this guy.
Blimey, we are going back. Bainrus, he
Right.
is a brilliant chap. Yeah, really friendly. You'll get to talk to him. Not in any way going to try and kill you. Yeah, just a brilliant chap. So, in all seriousness, though, I need to know, how did you actually get here? Because you being here should not technically be possible.
Well, I was in the TARDIS when it made a distress sound. I heard a voice on the intercom saying, "Silence will fall." There was a loud flash of light, and here I was. A teleport, and it's strong enough to access the TARDIS, which means we're dealing with some very powerful technology here.
Indeed.
How did you end up here at this time? Something tells me this is all happening for a reason.
Well, I'm not sure what all the connections are yet, but when I was here last, it was around Christmas of 2010, and I discovered a rift in the fabric of time itself. I tracked it back to today, where, while I've discovered it, the rift source, I've seemed to have also discovered another Time Lord.
Me?
No, someone else. I was looking for him when I bumped into you. Can you help me find him?
Of course.
Right, let's split up. We'll probably be able to find him if we split up and cover more area. He looks rather eccentric a bit. He looks a bit formal for an everyday human.
A bit like us then.
Yes, look out for a umbrella. He seems to be carrying an umbrella. And shout if you see anything suspicious. Right, go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry I knocked you over. Eccentrically dressed, overly formal. Shout!
Good shout, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor. Oh, baloney. Oh, piffle, it's you again!
Hello, Harold Saxon. I'm the Doctor. Who are you?
I'm Harold. Harold Saxon.
Or should I call you the Master?
Doctor, this road ends.
Hello, my doctors. Surprised?
Not in the slightest.
Wow, that's a lie. Clearly, my human disguise, Harold, tricked you.
Perhaps.
What's that?
He's the Master.
No, that's over there.
Well, that's new. What's new?
What's new? What are you talking about?
Something's not right. I think we better get out of here.
But we have nowhere to go.
Your TARDIS?
Nah, the TARDIS is out of commission since I landed. The rift, well, it's made it all go wrong. It's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. It doesn't like it. It's useless now. It's essentially a police box now.
All right then, you'll follow me.
Where will you take us?
While a human, I obtained a human travel device.
I think the correct term you're looking for there is a car. It's basic knowledge. And The first one personal travelling machine to ever come about that resembled a car is from the 1600s, and it was steam powered.
Indeed, we can use that if the TARDIS is no longer working. So, Doctor, I think we have some catching up to do. No, not you.
Are you talking to me? Yeah, what did happen?
Hang on. Shouldn't we find out what that creature was that we saw before?
What creature?
Yeah, I don't remember any creature either, but anyway, you were saying?
Ah, yes.
God's sake.
Oh, I stole that Time Lord device to go back in time, alter human history. Remember, I nearly killed you, causing you to regenerate that thing.
What? Regenerate?
Yeah. Anyway, we had fought for the device and its power. You shot the device with the gun you had, causing me to be pulled into the time vortex. I came out of the vortex, not far away from where we are actually, a few months later in time. However, I felt I was dying. To stop, I became human, Harold Saxon. It was then I bumped into you at Christmas, when you left. I remembered and allowed myself to become Time Lord again, causing myself to regenerate, and now, here we are.
Fascinating.
May I say, Doctor of the Present, you are rather slimmer than I remember. If I recall, you were once rather big.
Are you saying I'm fat in the future?
Well, I'm sure you remember that there are some cases where regeneration can go a little bit pear-shaped. Residual regeneration energy made me appear a bit fatter. That escaped once the body got a bit more, became a bit more used to it. The residual regeneration energy escaped, thus I appear a lot slimmer. But if I recall, the body before yours had the same problem.
Yeah, that explains it.
Look, you two. Can we focus on the more important matters here? You said your device, when shot, causes a small rift in the fabric of time.
Yes, that's correct.
And you said you're here because of the fabric in time, which is causing problems, potentially could lead to the destruction of the universe. Am I right?
Yeah?
So, you idiots, don't you see? This is all connected!
Yes, you may be correct.
Yeah, that does make sense, but we still need to figure out how it happened. But how can we figure that out?
I have a suggestion! If I may state it.
You may.
Okay. Historically, the Masters and the Doctors are dire enemies. But I think we should call a truce and work together on this one. And get to the bottom of what is really happening.
You proposed an alliance.
Yes.
I must say, I concur.
Work with you? I'd rather face death by the Daleks on Skaro.
Perhaps you're not thinking of the bigger picture here. Because if this rift does consume this Earth and eventually the universe, that means no doctors, no master. All or nothing, my friend. Put your pride aside and think logically. If you don't stop this, we all die.
In that case, I agree, lightly, to this unholy alliance. But once this is over, this changes nothing.
I guess that means we're in agreement. This unholy alliance is made. The question now is, where do we start?
Is everyone alright?
Well, I'm in one piece, and let's face it, that's all that really matters. Although, slightly damaged ego. What's with this guy?
What's the matter?
Well, Master, you said you'd rather face death by the Daleks on Skaro than work with us. You may have just got what you wished for.
By looking at this, the unholy lines will be tested.
Doctor, drive! Okay, I admit it. As much as it pains me, I would rather work with you two than face extermination. Go.
How are they here? This timeline should be a fixed event.
I'm not sure, but I have a feeling it's something to do with the rift.
Explain.
Well, it was just after I'd defeated the Master and I couldn't go anywhere. The TARDIS was regenerating, and this was during a fixed point in time.
But if that is the case, then how do you explain how they are here now?
Well, they invaded just after our first conflict, you see, and that was during that fixed point. I have a theory, however, because of this fabric and rift, that the fixed events and changeable events, they're blurring, meaning that they can invade whenever the hell they like. Meaning that why they're here now.
Well, perhaps the fabric of time is still weak. If the rift center is here, and it has brought you here, perhaps the only reason the Daleks are here are to ensure their victory.
Meaning?
The Daleks have travelled to this point because they have calculated someone will close the rift, meaning their invasion could never take place. They are here to ensure we fail.
That does seem to make sense, but that still doesn't answer the critical question for me, and that is, what are they? What I mean by that is that when I faced the Daleks in the prior invasion, they were the Bronze Time War Daleks. The Daleks we fought as the Time Lords. These ones, I don't know, I've never come across them before. They're multicoloured, they seem a lot bigger, more powerful, they seem more dangerous, which in a Dalek's case, that means we're in trouble.
Well, who do we turn to? Unit?
No, we can't turn to Unit in this situation, but I do have an idea as to who we may be able to turn to.
What do you want me to do with this?
I want you to scan the immediate area for any transmissions made to the Dalek fleet. If you find where the transmissions originated from, we'll find our friends.
How do you want me to scan the area? We're in a car.
Through the roof.
Okay. Well, you're completely barking mad.
Well, I am you.
I'd always assume that.
Okay,
Got something?
yes, turn left.
Good chap. Keep to the right.
What on earth are we going to find in this hovel?
It's not what, but who. Doctor,
Yes?
do you recall It was when the Daleks last invaded, prior to the last time, but you won't remember that. It was when you had the TARDIS chameleon circuit working. It was disguised as a garden shed of all things, but you couldn't get it fixed off of that disguise. It was back when the Emperor himself walked upon the Earth.
Yes, I do, but what relevance does that have to now?
Okay, I want you to think back to that battle. Do you remember the rebel forces that helped you defeat them?
That I do.
Military had badges. I'm not military. So what are you then? Rebel forces. The government didn't want to put their hands in and stuff, so we stepped in.
Well, it turns out that they, the rebel forces, are remnants of UNIT. UNIT was disbanded. It no longer exists. The rebels are all that's left.
No. Technically, the unit you knew and served no longer exists. You see, after the last time the Daleks invaded, Valiant fell, and General was killed. There were many disputes over who should run UNIT, and new leaders either disappeared or were found dead. Eventually, UNIT fell, and there are now many groups of UNIT left, more renegades than anything else. Myself and some others formed this little band. We were determined to find you, so I joined a local rebellion movement, which is what we are now, back when the Dalek Emperor led an attack on the Earth.
This is, or by the looks of things was, their base of operations.
Brilliant.
Well, I say, Doctor, you do have a high class of ally, don't you? Pfft, to be honest, they probably thought this was too elegant for them and decided to move to a sewer instead.
At least they're trying to defend their people.
Well, get you. Oh dear.
What? Are they stupid enough to have left something?
They've left a message.
Let's hear it.
What are you doing?
I'm boosting the audio signal, then we'll be able to hear every transmission the rebels have made.
Okay.
I've managed to amplify the speakers, we should just be able to hear it. They left a message for anyone who found this.
We are abandoning the post. The area is completely overrun. Rebel front is finished. Anyone can hear my voice. Run. Just run.
Play the outgoing message to the Dalek ship.
Good idea.
Hello. Can anybody hear me? This is heading out to the spacecraft orbiting the planet. Please identify yourselves. Remain no hostile intent. What is your intention for being here? What's that supposed to mean? What are you? We are a paradise of a new Dalek race. We recognize the designation Dalek. Know that we are armed and primed for war. Daleks do not wait for
God.
Daleks.
They're dead. We're about to die. It's all my fault.
No. It's not your fault. And I have a plan to change things. We now have an explanation of the Daleks. They are a new and more dangerous race. But this could be an advantage.
Explain.
The Daleks obviously know a lot more about the time disruption than what we do. If we can disable one of the Daleks' travel machine casing for a short time, we can scan its data core and learn everything that the Daleks know about the situation.
How do we just disable a Dalek? If we could just do that, the Time War would have been a lot shorter.
That's a good idea. That could just work. I have a theory. The Dalek's travel machine, the casing of a Dalek, as we know, is built out of Dalekanium, bare metal which is manifested from Skaro. And it's lined in all the sensors, from the actual battle armour to the sensors which go to the eye stalk, etc. So, if I configure the sonic to basically shut down any Dalekanium. If that goes from the armouring to the wiring, that'll then temporarily blind and make it immobile, meaning that we can then pop the head off, steal the data core.
We'll have all the data we need to find out what's going on with this time shift.
Indeed.
Happy days.
Indeed.
You say happy days, but we'll all need to work on this, including you.
Now looky here. The unholy alliance still stands. You agreed.
Fine. But know this. If I die, I will kill you.
Right, so we're familiar with the plan. As soon as the drone comes down here, I'll jump out, disable it, and grab its data core.
So what am I supposed to do again?
Well, you're the bait.
Well, that's just the doctor's picking on me again, isn't it?
Look at this.
What is it?
It's something that we can use to extract the data from some Daleks.
So instead of removing the data core, we just
use the sonic screwdriver.
So we copy the data from it onto that?
Yes, that's the idea.
That's quite good. Good thinking. I'm quite a good thinker, aren't I?
You mean I am?
Well, yeah.
We are.
Yes, we
Such
are.
losers. My word, you're ugly.
Got a copy of the data core. Need that data pad now, please. Thank you, Doctor. I think that's everything.
Okay.
Wait 1 second. Is my Dalek out of place?
That's not the time or place. Come on.
Guys, run!
Let's have a gander at this.
I hope this data will be worth the hassle. I could have died, you know.
I know, you're the bait.
Found anything?
Yes, I have.
Well, what is it?
Well, we know a lot about the rift. According to the data core, all this data we've collected, the Daleks discovered the rift, using it to break through a fixed point. Sorry, you were saying?
I was going to say we've figured that out already.
Yeah, that was our theory, but this just backs that up, doesn't it? Yeah, that's right. According to this, the Daleks came across a race of parasites known as the Silence.
The voice in the TARDIS.
Well, it did say was it Silence will fall?
Yes.
Well, if I was a betting man, that may be A or the Silence.
I knew it. That creature we saw when we found the Master. You.
What creature? Wait a minute. I'm so thick. What? Right, concentrate on what I'm about to say. Think back. Think for when we last when we last met, when you were last disguised as a human. Okay, do you remember that at Christmas? When we first discovered the rift. You were Harold Saxon then, before you regenerated.
I can't remember.
See? You can't remember. Think about it. Now, is that because you can't remember, or is that because you're being manipulated? According to
The
this,
silence manipulated us.
yes, according to this, their party trick is that they can manipulate minds of lesser beings.
I think he can only remember them because he's in the wrong timeline.
Shouldn't we find out what that creature was that we saw before?
What creature? This could be beneficial if my theory is correct.
It's a theory, but it's a bloody good one.
So, from what we've gathered here is that the silence may have very well manipulated us.
But how is that relevant?
According to this data and the time codes, it would indicate that back when we fought, I shot the time device, and then that created the vortex, which, if I've calculated the timestamps correctly, that me shooting it and you getting pulled into the vortex is how the rift came to be in the first place.
So, these creatures, known as the Silence, they created this rift.
Yes, but
And they're behind the whole thing.
I'm trying to remember when we originally fought. You stole that time device because you said you wanted to change human history. Really think.
What does matter is either technology, and I'm going to go back to the 90s because bit of kick.
Why did you steal it? Can you remember? Why did you steal the device?
I can't remember.
And do you know what? I can't remember why I shot it. I'm just going to have another look, see what else I can find regarding the silence.
Let me have a look. Okay.
You can always ask.
Okay then. Wait a second. According to this, the rift's heart, its base, its opening and closing point is at an ancient ruin. The Daleks reported sightings of the silence there, but there's one problem. Okay, it's a big problem. There's lots of them.
Did they engage?
No. But if we want answers, then I would suggest we head straight there.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going.
Doctors, you're forgetting something. It's alright.
In future, you can ask before you can borrow.
Steady on.
Wow. What a spectacle.
Too bad we're not here for the tour.
Indeed.
Look, there.
What?
I demand to know who you are and what you are.
The silence, and silence will fall.
What are you doing?
That's a brainwave manipulator. That's worse than a gun. Where did you get that?
I got it from the rebel base. You let go of me now.
You promised not
just
to use
borrowed
it.
it.
Promise not to use it.
I promised not to use it, remember? The Unholy Alliance.
Jeez. Tell me, why did you do this? Why did you manipulate us to create this rift? What would you have to gain from doing all of this? What are you doing?
Did it never occur to you? Remember the data about the silence? It says they are like parasites. Yes, they have good party tricks, but in the end, they need a leader. They need a master. That is correct. I am the master, Lord of Time, and I have achieved the one thing everyone in the universe has wanted to do.
Put you in your place, Doctor.
I was surprised my acting was not detected. I would never work with you in the unholy alliance. I've been too busy declaring an unholy alliance of my own. I have manipulated this entire scenario, and you did not figure it out, not even the Doctor. That is brilliant. Once this plan is complete, you will cease to exist.
How does that work then?
If I kill you here, you will cease to exist, because you will have never regenerated.
Give it to me! No!
It's too late, Doctor. The weapon is destroying his mind. Your mind. And you know what that means. Remember, if he regenerates, you will die. If he does not regenerate, you will die.
If you thought of everything in your master plan, what becomes of them then?
That's the best part of the plan. I win, completely. Your death means I never stole the time device, meaning you never shot it. No rift means no Daleks, no rifts means no Daleks means no silence. Ultimate victory, Doctor. And you can't escape this time.
Don't be blinded. You're so stupid. I'm so stupid. Think. It's a paradox. We're all going to die.
Oh, I have longed to see that. You know, the silence have a saying. Silence will fall when the question is asked. The best thing is, I know the question, and it will be asked by everyone who ever knew you after you die today. Hey, what's so funny, dead man?
You don't see it, do you?
What is happening?
What are you doing?
It's not what I'm doing. It's what you're doing.
What is happening?
The silence and the Daleks were part of your plan, weren't they? They have gone. But you've forgotten the key part of your plan. You were so engrossed in harming me that you forgot about the biggest part of your plan. Yourself. Because if I don't exist, that means I can't cause you to regenerate. I never shot the time device. The rift never happened. You're a paradox. So, when I go, you'll go with me.
No, you can't do this to me.
I have done nothing. You have done this all yourself. You said that the silence had a question. Silence would fall when the question is asked. What is the question?
Doctor!
Goodbye, brother.